Welcome once again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch my videos. Hopefully you'll find them informative, and when you plan out your book buying purchases, the book that I'm about to offer for you is one that you will very seriously consider because it is very highly recommended. And the book is No Way Back by J.B. Turner. This is published by Thomas and Mercer, and it retails for $23.95. This is the start of a new series, and I put this book in the department of I can't put down the book, I can't stop reading, I have to finish it in one day, which is precisely what happened. I started the book yesterday at about 9 o'clock, and I finished it just after supper time. It was the type of book that is riveting. Okay, it's really hard to put down. It's just under 300 pages, so it is doable to read in one day if you are so inclined. But this book is definitely one that does stand out from the crowd. The author is the writer of the JOE REZNIK series, of which I have not read any books. But this Jack McNeal book, book one, is definitely one that when other Jack McNeal book comes out, I will definitely be looking for it. Jack McNeal works with the New York Police Department, and the book opens with the death of his wife, Caroline. She is found in the Potomac River. We see the opening chapter, and someone is dragging her into the river. Now, the FBI or Secret Service shows up at Jack's door after midnight and says his wife's dead. He has to come in for questioning because he is a prime suspect in the death. And first they think it's murder, that Jack was responsible. He is separated from his wife for quite some time. He has not seen her for many months. He spoke to her on the phone, about over a week ago, but that was his last association with her. So he's taken in for questioning, and he's grilled to the max, just like they think he's going to break and say, oh yeah, I killed her, which he did not kill her. Okay, that is a given. Now, as we find out, Caroline has left instructions with her lawyer that upon her death, a packet of information is to be sent to her ex-husband Jack, and it is filled with information about, well, what I should also say is Caroline was a reporter on the White House beat. So she saw a lot of things going on in the White House. So what the papers relate to especially is the death of a socialite by the name of Sophie Meyer, who died about 5 years before. Caroline was investigating the case because it seemed that she supposedly overdosed on drugs. Now, Caroline never believed that. There were pills found near her body, but Caroline unearthed two different autopsy reports, one that's saying it was death by barbiturates and a whole bunch of different, illicit drugs, and the second one said there were needle marks discreetly placed on her body that would have killed her. So that's what Caroline was working on, and obviously there were higher-ups because the socialite, Sophie Meyer, she had a lot of relationships, even going right up to the presidency. So somebody had to keep her quiet because she was ready to name names and to tell the world that she had been with the president. So that set the wheels in motion for, well, of course, the death of Sophie Meyer and then Caroline. So Jack and his brother Peter vow to get to the bottom of this. But there are those who are in Washington, in the FBI, in Special Forces, in the Secret Service, who know what's going on. They monitor their phone calls, they follow them, and they know that the information that they found out cannot get out to the world. So it begins like a cat and mouse game as Jack and Peter know they are pursued, and they have to stay one step ahead of these guys, and they have to find out who the actual killer was. Now, toward the end, they meet this, we meet this man during the book. His name is Henry Graff, and we know he's evil. He was associated with Sophie Meyer, and we figure that he was part of her death and also the death of Caroline. So there's an amazing confrontation at the end of the book when Jack takes Henry down this mountain path, and it seems like Henry is really on Jack's side, that he feels remorse for what he had to do to Sophie Meyer and to Caroline. And there's quite a confrontation there. His brother shows up, and it's rather for the squeamish. Let's put it that way, or it's not for the squeamish, because what happens to Henry at the end of the book, he gets his just desserts, and it is a fitting end for a bad guy, but they still have to, get further into the cover-up, into the halls of Washington to try to stop, any further attempts on their lives, because the people want Jack and Peter dead in the worst possible way. So, like I say, it's definitely a mile-a-minute book. There's something going on in every page. One thing, though, if you don't mind books with the F word, there are a heck of a lot. I didn't count them all, but I'm sure there are well over 100 F-bombs out there in the book. So that doesn't take away from the book, but I just thought I'd mention that. If you don't like foul language, then you might want to close your eyes while reading, which would be pretty tough to do. So anyways, No Way Back is definitely a book that you should look for, and it is so highly recommended that I'm looking forward to book 2 of the Jack McNeal series, because if the author can make it as riveting as this one, he's definitely got a winner going for him. So hopefully, if you go to the store and buy it, you'll agree with me. Or if you don't agree with me, let me know. I like criticism. That's what we're here for. Debate about books, the good, the bad, and the whatever else. So until we meet again, stay safe, stay sane, stay social distancing, and thank you again for watching this video. I'll be back real soon. Take care for now.